So you may want a blanket for practice. So making your way onto your back and stretching out long. If your low back feels really tight, feel free to keep your knees bent with your feet on the floor and let your knees rest in against each other. Otherwise, stretching your legs out long. Sliding your shoulder blades down your back and closing your eyes. And take 3 letting go breaths. Deep inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth. One more. And then coming to breathe just through the nose. And tuning into all that we can let go of from this year as we pass in this transitional time from one year to the next. What can we just let go of? What might we like to even burn to really just send off into a different incarnation? We're going to build some heat with some breath of fire today, cultivating that energy of burning out what no longer serves us. That we can release, that we don't need to carry with us into the new year. So taking 2 more breaths here, really solidifying the connection with the breath. And then beginning to wiggle your fingers and toes, re-energizing your body. And rolling your hands and feet around in little circles, massaging out the wrists and the ankle. And going back the other way. Nice. And then bringing the body back to stillness. With your next inhale, reach your arms in a big arc up to the sky and over your head on the floor, stretching long. And as you exhale, arms back up to the sky, down by the sides. Let's do that a few more times. Inhale, reaching the arms up, maybe pointing the toes, arching the low back. Exhale, arms come down, maybe tucking the tailbone, flexing the feet. Noticing what wants to move in your body. Welcoming space as you expand for the new year. One more breath like this here. And then bending one knee and then the other, placing your feet on the floor. And begin to let your knees drop side to side. So both knees to the right, both knees to the left. And then hugging your knees into your chest. Might rock a little side to side, getting movement further up the spine. Nice. And then extending your arms and legs up to the sky, circling your hands and feet, and going back the other way. Nice. And then stretching fingertips up to the sky, soles of the feet up to the sky. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, drop your right leg and your left arm long, stretching long, floating them both above the floor, and then inhale back up to center. Exhale, left leg, right arm, go down. Inhale back to center. Feel your core engage here. Press your low back into the floor. Right leg, left arm. Inhale, center. Exhale, left leg, right arm. Inhale, center. Right leg, left arm. We're activating the core so we can really feel into that today. And left leg, right arm. One more time. Each side if you're up for it. Strong core. Nice, and then hug your knees into your chest. Rock a little side to side. And then placing one hand on top of each knee, begin to move your knees around in separate circles. And then going back the other way, reversing the direction. And then hugging your knees in, lifting the head, curling into a little ball. And then from here, rolling over to one side and pressing your way up. And we're going to come to sit on the heels if that's available for you. You can also put the blanket in between your calves and thighs and sit up on that for a little space there. And if this does not work for you at all, find a comfortable seated position that does work for you. So once you found your seat, close your eyes and reconnect with your breath now that you're in this seated position. And your spine rising tall to the sky. So we're gonna do some breath of fire here with the arms raised. This is from Kundalini Yoga. And so we're gonna bring the arms up and actually stick the thumbs out, gentle fists. And we're gonna pulse the belly. So this is really powerful for the digestion. And boy, do we have a lot to digest from this year. This year has been traumatic on some level for everybody. And as we digest it, we can let it go and move into the new year, gleaning the nutrition, the nutrients, the nourishment from this experience and letting the rest go, the waste out. So breath of fire is a forceful exhale through the nose, pulling the belly in, and then passive inhale, belly softens. We'll start slow and then speed up. Speed up if you'd like. Couple more. And then inhale in, hold the breath in. And then exhale, release the hands, float the arms out and down. We'll come back to that breath of fire a little bit later. Let's make our way to hands and knees. And feel free to put your blanket underneath your knees if you would like. So hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath. The hips are a little bit wider. Take an inhale here. Exhale, round the spine, gazing towards the belly button. Inhale, tilt the pelvis, let the motion slide up the spine, belly drops, head lifts. Exhale, rounding back. Inhale, lifting. So thinking about letting go of burning out what we don't need to carry with us into the new year. Maybe it's physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. Checking in with all your levels, layers of existence. With your next inhale, coming to cow pose, curl your toes under and press back to down dog, walking out your dog. And with your next inhale, lift your right leg to the sky. Bend the knee, drop the foot over to the left and look underneath the left arm. Lift that knee high in the air. Crazy dog. Letting go of the craziness of this year. And then squaring the hips, straightening the leg back up to the sky. Exhale, bring the foot through to the top of the mat. And you can decide if you want to keep that back knee lifted for more challenge, or you can drop the knee and come up to lift the arms, balancing here. We're going to come into that same stance with the arms that we were in before, thumbs pointing out, gentle fists. And sinking into your lunge here, dropping shoulder blades down the back, and find your breath of fire again. Find your own pace. Deep inhale, releasing the hand mudra. And exhale, bring the hands to your heart. Take another inhale here. And exhale, twisting to the right, bringing the left elbow to the right knee. And then pressing into that elbow, twisting the upper back, lifting the torso off of the leg. Look back behind you. Looking into the past of all this year has held. What are you wanting to take with you? What are you wanting to release and let go? Let's take 2 letting go breaths here. Next inhale, unwind, lifting the arms up to the sky. And exhale, touch the mat. Inhale, curl the back toes under, press back. Down dog. Walking out your dog here. Nice integrating. And with your next inhale, pulling forward to a plank pose. You can drop your knees if you would like. And exhale, lower all the way down to the floor. Elbows in, shoulders back. Nice. Extending your arms out to the sides, chin or forehead to the floor. With your next inhale, lift up arms, head, and legs. Exhale, back down. We're practicing being superheroes, flying into the new year. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, back down. One more time, and we're going to hold for 3 breaths. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale here. Keep lifting. 2 more breaths. One more inhale. Exhale, lowering down, bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, press back through, hands and knees are straight up to a down dog. Walking out your dog. And then inhale, look up past your hands and step, walk, or jump to the top of your mat. Exhale, hang in a forward fold. And shake your head around. Yes, yes, yes. No, no, no. With your next inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Soft knees come all the way up. Palms press together. Exhale, hands to the heart. Close your eyes. And breathe and notice. Pausing with intention. Affirming awareness and next steps as we journey into the next part of our practice, into the next year of our lives. And then from here, we're going to turn around. You can also stay at the top of your mat, depending on how you are oriented. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, bend the knees, swan dive forward. Inhale, flat back, lengthen the spine. Exhale, down, and we're just going to walk the hands out, coming to a down dog, facing the other direction, honoring all the directions, their wisdom. Inhale, lifting the left leg to the sky. Bend the knee, drop the foot over to the right, looking underneath the right arm, lifting that knee high into the air. Deep breaths here. Inhale, straighten the legs, square the hips. Exhale, bring the foot through to the top of the mat. High or low lunge here. You might drop the right knee to the floor. We're going to be here for a while. Inhale, lifting the arms up. Exhale, sinking a little deeper into this lunge. Really getting a nice stretch here. Gentle fists, thumbs point towards each other, arms come a little bit out to the sides. And as you're ready, find your breath of fire, burning out what you don't need. Inhale, releasing the arms. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Inhale here, lengthening through the spine. And as you exhale, twisting, bringing the right elbow to the left knee and then pressing into that elbow, lifting the torso up off the leg and looking back behind you. Deep breaths here. What do you see as you look in the rearview mirror or look behind you from this year? Let's take 2 letting go breaths. Nice. Inhale, coming back to center, lifting the arms up. Exhale, drop the hands to the mat. Curl the back toes under and press the back to a down dog. Moving here, integrating the lunge. And then pulling forward to a plank pose. You can drop your knees if you'd like. Exhale, lowering all the way down. Strong, straight line. Stretching your arms out to the side. With your next inhale, lift up arms, head, and legs. Exhale, back down. Again, inhale, lift. Exhale down. This time we're going to hold For 3 breaths. Inhale, lifting up. Stay lifted as you exhale, and 2 more breaths. Channeling your inner superhero or heroine. And lowering down, bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Rest back through hands and knees or straight up to a down dog. Walking out your dog. And then looking up past your hands, step, walk, or jump to the top of your mat. Exhale, hang forward, fold, soft knees. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, standing all the way up. Palms pressed together. Exhale, hands to the heart. Close your eyes. Breathe and notice. How do you feel? Body, mind, spirit. Nice. And then gently opening your eyes. We're going to do a little standing breath work. So we're going to do a few rounds of breath of joy. Just to bring some joy into our fiery journey today. So breath of joy is imagining a big W in front of you. We're going to do a 3-part inhale, so no exhale in between. Inhale up the center of the W. Inhale out, down and out the sides of the W, and then inhale back up the middle of the W, and then exhale out the mouth, and we're going to fold forward, swinging the arms back behind us, and then we come back up and do it all over again. So join me as you're ready. Two more. And then inhale up. Hold the breath in. And exhale, wrist circles. Float your arms out and down. Shaking out the arms. Nice. So we'll do a little standing balance today with a little flickering flame action here. So we're going to be moving in our balance. So shifting your weight over into your right foot. I'm going to mirror you. Beginning to lift the left foot up, and if you can bring the knee out in front of you, and then cross over to a figure 4. So you can stay right here. You can keep your toes on the floor. Option number 1. Option number 2 is just to lift the knee up. Option number 3 is to cross over, and you'll put a little bend in that right knee. And then we're going to bring the arms up above the head. So we're going to be a little flickering flame here, and then move your ribs a little side to side. This is going to challenge your balance a little bit more. But we have been through so much this year. We are game for it. So we're just going to create a little wobble here, a little flickering flame. Take an inhale, and then exhale, coming forward to bring the elbows to the ankle and the knee. A little balance challenge here. And then inhale, coming back up. And exhale, float the arms out and down, release the leg. Shake it out here. And then we'll do the other side. So left leg, focal point on the floor in front of you. Grounding down through the left leg, right toes to the floor, right knee out in front of you. Or crossing the right ankle over the left knee, bending that left knee a little bit. Inhale, lifting the arms up, creating a little candle flame above your head, and then shifting a little side to side. Bringing in Little wiggle, a little wobble. Seeing how you can counterbalance here, and then inhale, and then exhale, coming forward if you are in this figure four with your legs, bringing elbows to the knee and the ankle. Little hip opener here, and then inhale, coming back up, and exhale, release arms and leg together, shake it out. Woo. Nice. And then let's do one more round of breath of joy before we come back down to the floor. Bringing in joy as we envision and journey into the new year. So big W in front of you. We'll do 5 rounds. Here we go. Exhale. One more. Inhale up, hold the breath in. Feel your energy pulsing through your veins, flowing through your body. Exhale, float the arms out and down, hands to the hips. Let's take some hip circles. And going back the other way. Nice. And then coming down to the mat, we'll come back down onto our backs. And actually, let's roll the blanket up from the long side and make a little bolster here. Just set it to the side for right now. Hugging your knees into your chest here. Placing the feet on the floor. Scooting the hips a couple inches over to the right. Laying them back down. Extend left leg long. Inhale, bring the right knee into the chest, holding onto it with the left hand. And exhale, guiding it over to the left, stretching right arm out from the shoulder. Nice twist here. Let's take 2 letting go breaths. Bringing out that inner dish rag, all that this year has held. Inhale, unwind, come back to center, realign the spine. Take a breath. And then lifting the hips up slightly, scooting them a couple inches over to the left. Laying them back down, extending right leg long. Inhale, bringing left knee into the chest, holding onto it with the right hand. Exhale, guiding the knee over to the right as you stretch the left arm out from the shoulder. Nice twist here. 2 letting go breaths. With your next inhale, unwind. Come back to center, realign the spine. Hug the knees into the chest, let the knees come away from each other. Reach through the inside of the knees, grab onto the outside of the feet or the ankles for a happy baby pose, rocking a little side to side here. If there's any final poses you'd like to find before coming to Shavasana, feel free. Otherwise, rolling over to one side, getting your blanket bolster and placing it vertically on your mat. And then laying back over it, you want it to support your head and as far down your back as you can. Definitely have your hips, sit bones, buttocks on the floor. Just a gentle heart heart opener here as we sink into final relaxation. And if this doesn't feel comfortable for you, just remove the blanket. So making your way to stillness here, softening. If you want a little extra hip opening, you can bring the soles of your feet together and let the knees fall out to either side. 2 letting go breaths here, releasing. Letting that fire just soften. Letting the ashes rest. Nothing to do now, just be. Your awareness back to the surface of your body. Begin to deepen your breath. And wiggle your fingers and toes. And as you're ready, bend one knee and then the other, placing your feet on the floor. And come to rest over on your right side. Taking a breath here and keeping your eyes closed and your attention internal. Gently press your way up to find a seat. Sitting with your eyes closed, allow these words by Naomi Shihab Nye to wash over you. This is a poem called Burning the Old Year. Letters swallow themselves in seconds. Notes, friends tied to the doorknob, transparent scarlet paper sizzle like moth wings, marry the air. So much of any year is flammable. Lists of vegetables, partial poems, oranges, swirling flames of days. So little is in stone. Where there was something and suddenly isn't. An absence shouts, celebrates, leaves a space. I begin again with the smallest numbers. Quick dance, shuffle of losses and leaves. Only the things I didn't do. Crackle after the blazing dies. Bringing your hands together in front of your heart, pressing your thumbs in to feel your heartbeat, your personal pulse. Take a deep breath of gratitude for all this year has held. All that you have learned, all that has evolved. don't need to carry into the new year. I thank you all for joining me for practice today. The light within me honors the light within you. Namaste.